Well, let's now report some of the international stories now. Over to you, Karthik.
Dubai's biennial air show opened Sunday, showcasing an aviation industry hard hit by the coronavirus but on the mend.
Boeing and Airbus have traditionally been the stars of the aviation trade show, competing for multi-billion-dollar Gulf-based airline purchases and hammering out final details minutes before back-to-back press conferences.
Elaborate costumes and aerial acrobatics ruled the night at the 2021 MTV European Music Awards show in Hungary's capital. A ceremony that was both a celebration of the year's biggest musical artist and a statement of support for LGBTQ people in the event's host country.
The show in Budapest, which aired live on MTV in 180 countries, featured performances by some of the world's most popular artists, and opening the night was English singer-songwriter Ed Sheeran with a performance of his newly released song Overpass Graffiti.
Disney and Marvel's Eternals took a steep drop in its second weekend in theatres, but it's still hanging on to first place ahead of newcomers like Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Eternals added $27.5 million over the weekend, bringing its domestic total to $118.8 million according to studio estimates on Sunday. The film, directed by Oscar winner Chloe Zhao, fell 61% from its debut.
Many of you may remember the popular 1990 Hollywood film Home Alone. Now, Home Sweet Home Alone is releasing. It's on similar lines, but what's new and what's different? Let's find out.
NDTV's entertainment editor Rohit Khilnani spoke to actors Archie Yates and Aisling B.
Aisling, I want to ask you first, what's the biggest difference of a kid getting left at home in the 90s and now?
Well, either is still not great. You
Right.
still shouldn't try it in either era, I would suggest.
Right.
I think the things they have access to is totally different. So they would notice that they're left alone. It would take a lot longer to notice that they're left alone. Archie's things that he feels he needs to survive are what? Air, water,
or oxygen, water, food, internet, Wi-Fi, and video games.
So they get way less scared if they're left on their own because they've got Wi-Fi and video games.
So yeah. As long as you know how to independently eat.
Eat your food,
Yeah. I mean, like, if you're a toddler and you barely know how to not be spoon-fed, then you're kind of screwed.
But your age was fine, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And Archie, it looks great that you're left alone and you're having fun. But what would be the biggest challenge if you were really left alone?
Probably,
You live out in the countryside, don't you?
yeah.
And you can't drive a car.
I can't drive a car, no.
So when the food runs out, where are you going to get the food?
I could just eat, like, grass.
Yes. Really, he's just very, nothing's going to faze him. You could eat the grass.
Or, I could just, like, go to my neighbors and be like, knock, knock. You can have some food, please.
Also that. I'd hope you do that one
You
before
can
you
have some
decide to eat
cheese
the
and onion
grass.
walkers.
Have you tried any of this before?
No,
He hasn't needed to yet.
I haven't needed to. Here's
Right.
my turn.
Right. Ashley, what is your take? There's such a big debate going on remakes, whether cult films like Home Alone should be touched or should not be touched. I'm just asking you, what is your take on it?
Well, I mean, this isn't a remake. And it's not a reboot.
It's not a sequel.
It is a brand new movie which has echoes of the first and second movies. I think the big thing about this is it's for a whole new generation. They get a brand new kid with a new energy who they can watch and follow and love.
And with that, it's a wrap. That's all the time we have in this special news bulletin with Karthik Aryan.
And please do watch my movie Dhamaka, which is releasing on Netflix on 19th of November. And the news continues right here on NDTV.